Hi, lovelies! Praise God! And welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm bringing you a deeply touching story, The Happy Prince, written by Oscar Wilde. It's a story about love, kindness, and sacrifice. A golden statue and a little bird who gave everything to help others. So, sit back, relax, and let your heart feel this beautiful message of compassion. High above the city stood the statue of the Happy Prince. His body was covered with gold. His eyes were made of bright sapphires, and a large red ruby shone on his sword. He looked so beautiful that everyone admired him. But inside, the Happy Prince was full of sorrow. From where he stood, he could see all the suffering in the city, the poor, the hungry, and the lonely. One evening, a little swallow flew over the city. He was on his way to Egypt for the winter, but stopped to rest at the feet of the statue. As he prepared to sleep, a drop of water fell on him. He looked up and saw the Happy Prince weeping. "Why are you crying?" asked the swallow. "When I was alive," said the prince, "I lived in a palace where sorrow was not allowed. But now that I'm up here, I can see all the pain in my city, and I cannot help them." The swallow felt sorry for him. "There is a poor woman," said the prince, "whose child is sick and crying. She has no money and no firewood. Please, take the ruby from my sword and give it to her." The swallow obeyed, flew across the city, and dropped the ruby beside the poor woman. She smiled in her sleep, thinking of better days. The next night, the prince saw another sad sight. "There is a young playwright," he said. "He's trying to finish his play, but he's too cold to write. Take one of my sapphire eyes to him." The swallow hesitated, but he obeyed. The playwright looked up in joy when he found the gem. He could now buy food and firewood. On the third night, the prince asked the swallow to give away his second eye to a poor match girl. "If I do that," said the swallow, "you will be blind." "Do it," said the prince softly, "for she is crying." So, the swallow took the second sapphire and gave it to the girl. Now, the prince could no longer see, but the swallow stayed with him. "You have stayed too long," said the prince. "I'll stay with you forever," said the swallow. The cold wind blew, snow fell, and the swallow grew weaker. "I'm leaving for the house of death," whispered the swallow. "Will you let me kiss your hand?" "I'm glad you're going to Egypt at last," said the prince. "You've stayed too long." "I'm not going to Egypt," said the swallow. "I'm going to God." And with that, He fell dead at the prince's feet. At that very moment, a loud crack sounded. The lead heart inside the happy prince broke in two. The next morning, the mayor saw the statue. The ruby is gone. The gold is dull. The sapphires are missing. This statue is no longer beautiful. Throw it away. So they melted the statue, but the broken heart refused to melt. They threw it on the same heap where the swallow lay. Then God said to one of his angels, "Bring me the two precious things in the city." And the angel brought the swallow and the broken heart. God smiled and said, "You've chosen well, for in my garden of paradise, this little bird shall sing forever, and the happy prince shall praise me in my city of gold." The end.